What's up, YouTube? It's Joe, the 50-something Dasher, with another video here. And in this video, I wanted to highlight an order from today. This is getting nominated for my DoorDash awards for 2024 that I've talked about. Things are going pretty well with that. Yesterday and today, well, just now before shooting this video, I finished up with all of my January dashes. So I went back and scanned through I didn't watch every single second. I just kind of fast forwarded and revisited every offer that I got and picking out orders that could fit in the different, categories or whatever. And, like I said, I've gotten through January, and then so here we got an order for today that's nominated for the worst deliveries that I've completed. And now it's not going to win anything. It's making the list. So because I've got so far for that category, I've got 4 orders in the list. One from yesterday, which is sitting at number 1, that $2 shopping order. This is at number 4. So it's not going to win for this quarter, and it's not going to win for the end of the year, but it may make the end of the year top 25 show. We'll see if I end up getting, I'd have to get 23, 22 more worse offers than this one to get kicked out of the top 25. So you see the time here, 11:43. Today's dash kind of similar to yesterday. I made okay money. I made, where's my final numbers here? 10 deliveries, $96. So not bad. Mileage was bad. I drove 120 miles. So, and I had a few, probably, I want to say 3 or 4 declines today. So it's not as good of a day than yesterday, but not terrible either. But this is the last order of today that I wanted to kind of talk about. You see the time here, it's 11:43. And at this point, I'm sitting at like $77, $78, whatever it is. And I had just dropped off an order, and I hadn't left that customer yet when this came across. And I mainly just look at the $17 and the one item is mainly what I'm focused on here. And I'm like, well, you know what? Let me just do this because this will get me close enough to my goal for today where I could just stop after this order. So I know it's lunchtime. Traffic may be a little bit busy going to downtown, but I'm feeling brave. Let's do it. And it's like, how stupid could I be with this order? I mean, it's like as soon as I hit that accept button, it wasn't even a full second after I click that button that I accepted the offer. Immediately the guilt just overwhelmed me. What in the hell did I just do here? First of all, it's Best Buy, and I gotta shop the item. There's a 99.99% chance that whatever this item is, I don't care what it is. I'm not familiar with anything in a Best Buy store. Anything. I don't. My phone, all of this microphone here that I'm using for this video, I got this off of Amazon. My iPhone, I buy straight from the Apple store. I have memory, like flash drive sticks, USB flash drives. I buy those off of Amazon. I don't go into Best Buy for anything. I'm pretty simple person when it comes to electronics. So I'm not into a whole lot of stuff. And so I don't know my way around to Best Buy. And second of all, look at this picture here. It's going right smack into the heart of downtown Columbus. So it's like I said, immediately I'm like, what did I just do? And I thought about, and then a couple like shady, dishonest, low life dasher like thoughts started rolling in my head. I'm not going to lie about it. I thought about just immediately like dropping the order. But then, there's the other part of me that, no, you stupid idiot, you accepted the order. You better frickin' do it here. But still the shady thoughts get, well, what if I could just drive, let me just drive over to Best Buy and walk in the store and I'll click that it's unavailable and there's no substitutions and, I'll even get half pay for it and get out of the order that way. No, you're not doing that. Again, you're the fool for accepting the order. You're going to do this order. You ain't getting out of it. Sorry. You don't want to do the order, don't take it. So I wasn't even gonna, I walked inside the first double set of doors and like took a look, just kind of glanced around the whole entire store, scared to death. just kidding. But, and it was, and I didn't take a screenshot like I normally do of the item. This is the only screenshot I have. I immediately tried to find an associate that didn't look like they were busy. So I went up to this guy, showed him the picture. It was like this, I forget the brand name. It was just two small speakers. The box was a little bit smaller than this box right here, the box for my microphone. Just a little bit smaller than that. And he was like, yeah, you see where the Apple products are over there in the corner. It's right behind that. So I went over there, found the aisle. I found the box of speakers that kind of look like my picture. Like all of the wording wasn't exact as what was in the app on my phone, but I picked it up, scanned the barcode, and it accepted it. I was sweet. Fucking, went straight up to the register to check out. I'm not really sure why, but there was 2 different barcodes that had to be scanned, and I had to do a signature on the little keypad. Checked out. Oh, I left something out of this story. Before I had even clicked arrived at the store, so I parked, got out of my car, I'm walking up to the front doors. I hadn't even clicked arrived at the store yet. I get a message from the customer that all it said was any luck ? And I'm thinking, well, aren't you gonna give your dasher first of all, they haven't even, your app should say that I'm still like on my way to the store, en route to the pickup or whatever it says. But didn't you see that? Or wouldn't you give your dasher at least a minute or two to click arrive at the store, and you can you should be able to tell that the DoorDash app is pretty good about that, because like I said, I'm a customer as well. So it's really good about giving you the different status updates. They're on their way to the store. They're at the store now waiting. They're doing this, they're doing that. So they should have been able to see that I wasn't checked in yet. I mean, you got to give me a chance to get in there and give me a couple minutes and then ask that question. So I thought that was pretty weird. I didn't even respond to it, which I know sounds bad, but I was just frustrated. I was irritated with myself and frustrated. I didn't respond. I was like, well, I found the item and I'm checking out, and she'll see that I have the item and I'm now on my way. She should be able to see that in the app now. So I make my way downtown, and this is going to a hotel right in the middle of downtown Columbus, Ohio. So parking is going to be an issue. I've had a few hotel deliveries down there. I've parked a couple times in places I'm not supposed to park. One hotel, I can't remember which one it was, but I actually parked kind of like on the side street. It was kind of like an alley. I mean, I just basically just try to find somewhere to park. Of course, now I had my sign, which I've probably mentioned that before, but I had a coupon for the DoorDash store. This has been a while ago, and I bought the gloves from the DoorDash store and also the parking sign, which I still haven't used yet, but I was prepared to use it on this order. My wife stole the gloves. She uses those. What can you do? But I got lucky, actually. I approached the hotel. It's on a major street down there. I think it was on High Street, actually. And I got lucky. There was like a taxi and one or two other vehicles parked right in front of the hotel. I parked right behind this taxi, and there was there was like a valet. I'm not sure he was a valet, probably just kind of like a hotel like attendant in uniform standing outside of the door. So I felt comfortable parking my car there. The guy obviously saw me and could see all my stuff on, and if any cop or whatever was to come up there, that attendant guy saw me, so he knows, a delivery driver just left his car there. So I felt comfortable with my car. And just before I got there, the customer had messaged again to just leave it at the front desk and give the customer's name. So I walked through. I'd actually been to this hotel before for a delivery, because I recognized there was a table for deliveries, but I bypassed that because they said, the customer said if I could, to leave it at the desk. And this wasn't food, this was electronics. This was a couple speakers. For that reason as well, I didn't feel comfortable leaving them on that table. I dropped it off, gave the attendant the speakers, also showed my phone, and so she could write down the customer's name. And then at this point, I'm leaving that hotel and I'm getting into my car and I'm plugging in home into GPS and I'm getting the heck out of Dodge. And as I'm pulling away, I only get about 15 feet out of where I'm parked and onto the road when I see a message from the customer, which I can't respond to because I'm driving now, but I can still see it. It says, now did you deliver to the newer part of the hotel that's attached to the such and such? And I was thinking to myself, Mrs. Customer, I delivered to the hotel that had that hotel name on it. I don't care if, I'm sorry to say this, but I don't care if it was attached to that. I don't care if the hotel was attached to a beauty salon, a parking garage. I don't care if it was attached to the DoorDash History Museum. I dropped it off at a front desk at a hotel with that name on it. I'm getting out of here. I made the mistake of taking this order. I am getting out of here. And just like 15, 20 minutes before, well, as I was arriving, I skipped a message. I sent my message that I sent on hand to customers. This is Joe, your dasher. I'm here. I'm getting out of my car to deliver. And she sent a message, oh, you're such a lifesaver. What the heck is that? Sorry for the party outside in somebody's car stereo. You're such a lifesaver. I delivered the order, come back to my car, start to leave. Like I said, get that other message. Did you deliver to the right part of the motel? As I think there's like one half of the hotel is on one side of the street, and then on the other side of the street is like a newer addition to it. One hotel, two different buildings. And I may or may not have delivered to the right building. But if it was such an important thing I did and I saved your life and all this and that, and well, the least you could do is just, if it was that important, the least you could do is just cross that street if I delivered to the wrong building and go to the other building and get it. I'm sorry. But on orders like that, and I've checked my ratings. I haven't gotten any new like 1 stars, 2 stars, anything like that. But it's kind of like these customers a lot of times, because they've never done this, they just don't understand. And they need, like, I'm really understanding about, I've had DoorDash delivered many times before. I'm not a real frequent customer, but once a month, once every other month, something like that, I'll get something delivered for myself. We had 2 DoorDash deliveries just the other week, 2 weeks ago in Washington, D.C. We had DoorDash deliver 2 meals to us. And I had the subway that I gave specific instructions, go downstairs where the basement level door, not the street level. And what does the Dasher do? They deliver it to the street level. But that I'm just happy and ecstatic that the Dasher just made it into that area and dropped off my order anywhere and was able to get out of there alive. As bad as that driving was there on that street, and the tight driving, and with the homicidal maniac drivers, I mean, I know what these drivers, well, I can't really understand what those Washington, D.C. drivers go through. I wouldn't want to do it. I tell you that right now. So, mad respect for any of the Dashers out there having to come into a neighborhood like that. And so, I'm just glad that, like, I got my food. So what if I had to go upstairs to get it? Or I'm just glad that Dasher got in and out of there in one piece, hopefully. So, and that's the thing with this customer, if it was such a, whatever these speakers were supposed to be for, if it was, some big, huge major event or something, they needed the speakers desperately and I saved her life or whatever, well, then it shouldn't be any big deal to just cross the street. Okay, so I delivered to the wrong building. Cut me some slack here. But and hopefully, she was cool about it, hopefully, but a lot of these customers aren't. If there's probably some customers that, they tell you to deliver on to their steps, for instance, in front of their door, and you put it on the second step instead of the third step, or they probably give you a 1 star. Like anything they can possibly think of to give you a 1 star for, they will. Or just do it just to do it, even if you did everything right. Well, I'm just a prick of a person, and the Dasher did everything right, but I'm still just going to give him a 1 star anyway. But anyway, that's all off topic. Like I said, I didn't take a screenshot, but I can go in to my Dash summary here, the earnings, and pull up that order. Okay, so it was $8 for the DoorDash pay and $9 tip. So there you go. There was the breakdown on that. So like I said, I hightailed it out of there. And as I think it was like right after I got onto the interstate, I'm sorry, it was just before. I was like approaching the ramp, almost onto the interstate. I got some $5.50 or whatever, Dollar General, for a Dollar General in the downtown area, and decline. And he got on the interstate, got home, logged off the Dash. But yeah, like I said, this made the list. It won't win or be runner up for the quarter or anything. Or I was initially thinking of doing a winner and a runner up. Maybe possibly for each quarter, I'll do a top 5. And then right now, this is at number 4. So if I did a top 5, it's, we still got, 18 days left in the month. So it could hang in there and be in a top 5. We'll see. But anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. As always, be safe out there driving. Until next time. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Check out my other videos. A lot of good stuff, a lot of information for all things DoorDash. And we will see you at the next video. Thanks again for watching.